You're a realtor and you're worried about your ability to continue to work with buyers because of the NAR lawsuit settlement updates and all the other stuff. Nothing's happening for the next couple months, but what I can say is what this will require from you to consistently still win in the marketplace is the ability to properly articulate your value as a buyer's agent. If you're trying to figure out the best way to do that, it's to lay out exactly what you're going to do and what you're going to perform for that buyer that sets you apart and differentiates you in the market. If all you ever say is the same things as every other agent, you are going to lose in this new marketplace. You need to build out a buyer's consultation sales deck just like you have for sellers. You're going to set actual appointments for buyers that then you walk through the value with them of what you're going to bring to the table and why they should work with you. I think the biggest landscape shift that we're going to see is people will not willy-nilly throw buyers in their car or have them trail you or whatever, because I know buyers aren't in cars as much anymore, but they will not be doing that off the cuff without having sat down with a buyer to properly go through everything to see if they'd be a good fit to authentically work together. If you're worried about this new marketplace, just know it's actually going to be something that protects agents that work as buyer's agents primarily, because you're not going to waste time with clients that don't authentically want to work with you. They'll pick to work with you or they won't, just like a listing agreement. Buyer's agreements will become imperative across the country, which will drastically change the way that we look at things as we go about getting the buyers themselves. If you want a properly dialed in buyer's consultation guide, I already have one. If you're interested in that, send me a direct message or shoot me a comment. This is something that I've implemented in my business for several years and it works to great effect. You want to have a proper procedure for buyers to go through, just like you do with your sellers. It should not be a roller coaster ride for the buyers, and you should be able to properly articulate what makes you different, how you can get them extra value over and above opening doors. We're going to see a lot of different random models popping up that even just say, pay me $50, I'll open a door for you. There's going to be stuff out there like that. But that does not mean that those people are going to help them negotiate contracts, get money off on the price, get closing costs. They're not going to maybe coordinate the proper vendors, etc., etc. There's a difference between going inside of a house and bringing a contract to fruition and actually closing the house with them. And what you need to be able to do is properly explain what you're doing to reach that destination. That's going to be the biggest shift that we see for buyers. And obviously, we're not going to have the buyer's compensation actually listed on the MLSs, which means that a lot of these discount shops that primarily focus on giving fees back to buyers as a way to capture leads are going to dwindle, meaning you're going to have more opportunity in the market. And with everybody else shifting away from buyers because they're scared of buyers at this point, everybody's going to go after listings. There's going to be very few buyers agents that are still focused on that side of the field. Meaning, if you can create that differentiation and create a value stack that actually appeals to the buyers, you're going to see a big influx of business. Because we're in an open free market center, we're going to see the ability of agents to properly articulate their value rise to the top, and we will probably see a little bit of a fallout of agents that are in the business altogether. Because typically, newer agents and less experienced agents do focus on buyers because it's potentially easier to get. But now you're still going to have to compete to actually win those buyers. What I suggest for all of you is create a comprehensive plan on how you're going to work with them moving forward. And if you're looking for a comprehensive plan, reach out to me, send me a direct message or a comment. By the way, one thing that I haven't said in a few videos is Apex Agents is down to one available slot. So if you are looking at trying to find somebody to help guide you through the entire process of growing your business, and you're worried about how you're going to do that with buyers, you don't have the right templates, tools, lead systems, and you really want the properly laid out path, reach out to me and I'm happy to explain how we could potentially work together. Now, if that's not interesting and you're just looking for potentially a brokerage shift, you could absolutely partner with me and we will give you the most tools, resources, and assets than you have ever seen in your life. 0 places will offer you as much as we will. If that's interesting at all, again, send me a direct message. If you're curious about things or you completely disagree of the way moving forward that buyers are going to work on, post a comment. I will get to every single one of the comments on this video, and hopefully we can keep a civil discourse moving forward. I'm excited to see the industry changes, and I think it's only going to create higher quality agents for the consumers in the long term.